Hello and welcome back to the farm. As you can see, I did buy some more lime. I am currently lime spreading field 74. Did I buy enough lime? Probably not, but it is what it is. I need to get field 74 done. 63, I think it's 63, yeah, 63, where we have the harvester parked. That is now dry enough to be able to harvest. I just went over there and did a little quick check. So that's ready, which is fantastic. I was getting worried that we just it was just going to be too wet and we just wouldn't have time to get that harvested, but I really am happy that it's now dry enough. So I want to get the rest of this lime spreading done in this field. We still have a little bit left in, let me just go on to here. As you can see over here, we still have the little part that we did ploughing extra onto field 52, but I am going to wait until the whole field 52 does need lime. I don't really want to be just putting a little bit of lime on that bit and not the whole thing. So that's my process on that. But I really do want to get all of our fields harvested if I can. Turn the indicator off, don't want old man syndrome. But, and I'm just waiting for some decent prices, because we are at the start of autumn. I think it's near mid-autumn, near the end of autumn, when prices are going to be pretty good. So as you can see, here we are. Let's turn the indicator off. I brought, how many did I buy? I think altogether I brought 4 more big bags, well, not the big bags, but the bags of lime. I am hoping that is enough. Fingers crossed, and it's not a brain fart that I didn't buy enough. If needs be, we can always just buy a couple more. That's fine. My beacon off. This is going to be the last strip. There we go. But as soon as we've harvested field 63, I do want to get some lime spread on that, because that needs it. Field 80, our other field that needs doing, that doesn't need lime, which is fantastic. One of our grass fields needs lime, but you have to let me know down in the comments, does it benefit you? I know you get like a small, percentage bonus, but would you really lime spread on a grass field? I'm a bit I'm on the fence about it. I'm not entirely sure, but it is. You'll have to let me know if you play on your map. When you play on your maps, obviously you play on Farm Sim. If you're watching this, do you lime spread your grass fields? Me normally I don't, but yeah, is that thing? Does it? Yes, it increases your yield a little bit, but is it worth doing it on a grass field? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. But I now want to get... Ooh, that was a bit close. I want to get field 63 harvested. I don't know how long it's going to be dry for, but like I said, I did go over there, get in the old harvester and have a little dabble, so to speak. Alright, so let's just pull this under here. Actually, pull in here. Oh, not the best camera angle, Mr. P. Right, so there we go. That is that. Oof, oof, squeeze through. Right, so what we need now is we need our trailer. That's there. We need a tractor. Let's go in there. Let's go in the Hulk. There we go. Because our harvester is already over there. We got that prepped and ready in the last episode. Oh, I absolutely love this tractor. And I have seen Millennial Farmers map is getting close. I'm really looking forward to that. And another map, I don't know if it's going to be coming out for consoles or not, but I'm looking forward to Tom Pemberton's map. If you don't watch him on YouTube, head on over there. He's mainly a dairy farmer, has loads of cows and things alike. It's really good watch if you're into, the old animal farm scenery. So I'm really looking forward to that map coming out. I was thinking of possibly putting a couple of trees on that little patch there. I'm not totally sure, but so we've still got a seed there. Really need to get that moved. Oh jeez, I'm just going to go on the grass. That is really wobbly. I'll drive over my grass here as well. Grass is seeming to grow pretty quick right now. Considering on run seasons, it's grown pretty fast. We're going to get a fair amount of silage again off of this field. I don't really think we're going to have time right now. We've got 2 fields that need to be harvested. And there you go, as you can see, harvester is all ready. Let's just pull here for now. There we go. Alright, so I had a brain fart. I went down here and forgot to enable the straw swath. You know, we do want the straw from this. So let's get in. Let's get this bad boy turned on. Get it lowered down. Lowered down, there we go. Get it turned on. Here we go. Field 63 is being harvested. It's going to give us a nice amount of straw. And I really am thinking of selling, if we just go into this, selling the Russell Mash Neva. You know, our John Deere is putting in a big shift. Don't get me wrong, I really do like that harvester, but when we've got this one, it's literally double the width. It's not really benefiting us just having that harvester sat there and not really doing anything. Do I like having it on the farm? I do. But, you know, you've got to be practical, and it's just going to sit there, and it's costing us money at the end of the day, you know, with maintenance costs every 24 hours. If we cut that cost down, that would be fantastic, because our maintenance cost every day now is, I think it's like something like $108. Doesn't seem a lot, but you add that up and it really does start to amount to a fair bit of money if you are low on funds, as we currently are at the minute. 7,914, not exactly looking fantastic on the bank balance, but we do have a backup with all those silage bales that we've got, so that's really good. If we do get caught with our pants down, so to speak, during winter, we can get them sold, or we could look at the prices of the silage bales now and possibly think about taking them over to the BGA. There we go. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments what mod or map are you looking forward to seeing come out. You know, whether it be on PC or console, you know, that doesn't matter, you know. I play on console, you know. Do I have a PC? Yes. Am I going to play farming and record it on my channel? No. You know, I'm one of those gamers where, you know, do we get the best of both worlds on console for farming? Not really. But you got to understand, you know, the poly count and everything like that. I get it, and licensing and doody whatsits and bobbits and doodads, you know. But I enjoy the game for what it is, and you know, honestly, on console, for us console players, we're just lucky. There we go, brain fart. Didn't take long. We're just lucky that we do get mods at all. So, now for that, I'm happy, and the people that create these mods and take the time to get them transferred. For us console players, you know, I'll tip my hat off to them. I really do. You know, they don't have to do that. You know, it's got to be easier for them to just bring it out on a PC platform with the whole poly count and licensing issues and what's it. But you know, the modders that do take the time, whether they bring it out for console or not, you know, they take the time to make these mods for people that play the game, whether it's for console or PC. So for those people that create the mods, I do want to say a big thank you. You know, it means a lot for the people that play the game. But enough about that and getting all sentimental. It'll be hugs next. But we need to get this field done. I'm not entirely sure what the weather's going to be. That was a bit of a dip. No, not having that. I've got to get that little piece. It's going to bug me otherwise. There we go. Like I was saying, I do need to check the weather. I want to try and get this field knocked out, harvested, and possibly get a spread of lime on it before the weather does turn. Right, so let's just have a quick look at what the weather is going to be doing. Today doesn't... Let's just turn the engine off so I can hear myself, let alone you hear me. Right, so today the weather does seem to be okay. Looks probably like it's going to be a little bit overcast, but at least it's not going to rain. Tomorrow, Sunday, that's going to be the day that's going to get me with a chance of rain. What's it, wind speeds of 4.2. I mean, that's not exactly great. But precipitation 0.1. Oh wow, look at this. 5 on precipitation on millimeters. 80%. It looks like we are going to be getting hit by rain Monday. It looks like it could be okay. Fairly overcast Tuesday. It looks like that Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be the days that we're going to be getting really affected by the weather. So that's the time that's going to start worrying me, is when the old weather kicks in and the snow starts coming. We're just not really going to be able to do a lot apart from prep for next season. Just there we go, that's unloading. Right, so let's have a quick check on the prices right now. And so for wheat, first day of winter is when the price is going to be good for that. Okay, for canola, we do have a fair amount of canola, so we've just got to wait 2 more days. We can get our canola sold. Soybeans, we already missed out on the chance of that, but you know, keep it in the silo ready. I was thinking about possibly looking at leasing a corn planter and just having a little dabble at corn, possibly just to make some silage. But it all depends on what the weather's going to be like next season. Could be fantastic, could be absolutely dreadful. I have absolutely no idea. And I've currently got a fly dive bomb in my face. Just that kind of weather where I am, where the flies come out in force. Fly, get away. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get most of this field harvested. Really do want to get this straw swap picked up as well. We need to get this field flipped over as quick as we can. Ready, so get it harvested, get the swath of the straw picked up and get the lime on it, and possibly look at getting it cultivated in as well. But it's all a lot to do in one day. Are we going to be able to get it all done today? I have no idea, because we do have to also worry about our sheep. Poor things. So what we'll do is we'll have a little montage of this field getting harvested, and I'll see you all pretty soon when we've got most of the harvest done. Whew. It's going to be a long day in one field. See you all in a little while. Welcome back. It's 19 minutes past 3. There's just this little strip left on this field. Our tractor, the Hulk, is back at the farm. I didn't see the point really in bringing that all the way back over. I made a couple of loads back to the farm silo with the wheat. Sorry about that. Felt like I was going to hiccup. Overall, I don't think we've done too bad at all. Couple of loads, 17,000 each. 2 17s are 34, so 34,000. And this bit that we have here isn't too bad at all. I will take that. Let's that up. Follow that up. The tractor is already at the farm, as I said. I'll put it in a place where I can literally just pull up at the side of it with the harvester, empty into the trailer, and then empty the trailer out, because it is a bit of a pain trying to use this thing to empty in. Have I got... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get around you, am I? Okay. Head back to the farm, then we'll get a tractor, we'll get... I don't know whether to do bales. I might do a couple of bales. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut across my grass field. It's going to be easier. I might do a couple of straw bales just so we've got them for the sheep. For when we do look at getting cows. But I think loose straw is going to be better. Because obviously for every bale you have, it does like to give you a bit of a... Did that just kick out some straw at the back? No, okay. It does like to give you a bit of a lag time when you do have a lot of bales around everywhere. We do have... Whoa there, whoa. Rider. Right. Does give you a bit of trouble if you have too many bales dotted around, especially on cut. Are you serious? Kicked out a bit of straw? I've never seen it do that. Right, that in. Get the beacons off. We'll get this pulled up near the pressure washer. We'll get it closed up for now. Whoa! Whoa there. Easy. Right, so that will need to be washed. But we do need to get this wheat into the silo. Just get into the Hulk. So basically we've got about 35,154 wheat off of field 63. That isn't bad. I will take that because it didn't have... Oh, bit of lighting issue there. It didn't have a fertilizer stage on it, if I remember. I can't really remember, but it's what it is. Right, let's reverse. Just I'm hoping that field 80 is soon going to be ready to harvest a nice soybean field. It's going to be good to get the soybean off of there. There we are. Right, so let's have a quick look at how much wheat altogether, because we did apparently start off with some already in the silo, which my brain fat I didn't even think about. So all told, in wheat we have just over 60,544 litres. That is really good, and considering the price at the minute for wheat, it's not fantastic. The first day of winter is the time that we really want to be going over and selling that. The third month in autumn is when we want to be selling our canola and soybeans. Can't really do that until the second time of summer, just to get the best amount of money out of that we can. And with wool, obviously that is going to be in the third of the spring, which we don't really have to worry about at the minute, because I don't really think our sheep are producing wool at the moment. Let's have a quick... Whoa. Okay. Looks like there's a bit of a collision around there, that sheep. That's weird. yeah, so we don't have any wool at the minute, but I don't. If I remember rightly, I don't think you get wool from your sheep in the winter. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, but I'm sure that is the case, that you don't. I could have just walked through there, couldn't I, rather than jumping the fence. I don't think you get wheat. Wheat. I got wheat on the brain. Don't think you get wool during the winter. So there's that. So let's get in this John Deere, and we'll get our loading wagon. Possibly get a couple of loads of loose straw in the loading wagon, and then do a couple of bales. I do want a couple just on hand, just in case we need them. It's definitely going to help us out. And that little wrapper, I think that is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant little thing. You'll have to let me know as well in the comments. Do I sell this? Just don't use it. I really don't. Do I like it? I absolutely love this thing. But our John Deere can just do it all and a lot faster. And as we start growing and getting more fields, I think it's just going to be more beneficial just to keep the John Deere and sell that. So let me know in the comments, what do you think we should do? Wow, we really need to go out and level this thing. But I can't. I like the realism of the terrain though. There you go, all the bumps, you know, the road's not exactly going to be fantastic. But, here we go. Over here, across my grass field. It's like doing a challenge on Fortnite. Or should I say Fort Boyard, rather. Going over that. Suspension on this track definitely won't thank me for that. Right, so what time is it now? It is 3:53. Go around here. There we go. Yeah, I know I need to unfold it. Unfold it. I think that action is absolutely brilliant. Look at that. That is fantastic. Right, so I am thinking literally just a couple of loads, and possibly about about 5 or 6 straw bales, possibly, just to have them on hand at the farm. I think it's just going to be beneficial just to have a couple floating around if we need them. And as we are looking at possibly getting cows, they're going to need the straw for bedding. But you'll have to let me know in the comments as well on this map. Can you do what you do with the sheep? Obviously, without feeding them hay, but can you put a straw bale in as bedding, and it takes out the straw that it needs? Do you have to swing around, pay attention, Mr. P? Can you use a bale as bedding rather than having to shred it, or do we have to look at getting some sort of small shredder or something like that? Let me know down in the comments. Whoa, that almost tipped a bit. That didn't look too fantastic. Right, so that should be full. Okay, so I think we might get more straw off here than I initially thought. It is a fairly big field. It's not our biggest. Our biggest field is field 52, and we extended on it, which is fantastic for us. More yield. And also, in the comments, let me know, should we extend field 80? I showed you in the previous episode what we could do to extend it, just to have that bigger field, increase the yield over that side of the farm, or over that side of the map, should I say. Have your go, have your comment, have your say. Because as you know, I was right, a little bit of straw did come out of the harvester. Yeah, I'm going over this field because that road's just absolutely dreadful. And I really do need to put these pallets of seed out of the way. Do have... Oh, must have used it, filled it up, okay. As I say, I did have a pallet of lime sat down there. Right, here we go. Let's get this straw put away. Pull forward a bit more. Right, so what we're looking at on straw now. Don't want to be overwhelmed with straw. So we've got the capacity for, is that 900,000? think it's 900,000. We've got 64,000 litres in it at the minute. Possibly look at doing one more load of loose. It all depends, really. So what I'll do is I'll get another load. Ooh, another load in the loading wagon. I'll see you over back at the field, possibly, or back over at the farm, and we'll see just where we stand with how much straw is going to be left on field 63, and exactly what we're going to do with it, because I do want to get lime spread on that as quick as I can and get that cultivated in. Fun times, fun times. So I'll see you all in a little while. So this is the second load. There is still a fair amount of straw left on the field. What I'm going to do is I am going to make some round straw bales. And as you can see, if we just go over this way and make that a little smaller and zoom. Let me zoom out. There we go. If we scooch over. Where are we? Over here. There we go. As you can see, there is still a lot of straw left on this field. I'm going to make round about possibly 5 or 6 bales. I don't really think we're going to need much more than that right now. Just want to try and get prepared just in case you do say in the comments that we should start looking at cows next season. I want to make sure that we've got everything prepared. We do have some grass that is fermenting in our bunker. It's not a lot, but it's what we have. We do also have our silage bales that we have ourselves on hand. If we scooch in here, we've got 8 silage bales over there. We also, if we come over here into this storage over here, if needs be, we have a fair amount of silage bales there as well. If we need them, that is just in case winter does turn around and bite us right in the back end. We do have a bit of money to fall back on. But what I'm going to do is we're going to get the baler. And I'll leave, if I can drive straight, apparently I can't. Apparently I can't. I can't even talk either. Brain Fart Central. Well done, Mr. P. We're setting a record. So, let's get our round baler. Or should we do some little small square bales? Do I still have our little trailer that is over here? Can't remember. Yes, I do. We could make some small square bales and some round bales. I'll make some round ones first, and then we'll get those put away. Let me know in the comments down below, is it worth us making some small square bales? Should we sell the little square baler? I haven't really used it right now. It is just sat there really doing nothing. Or should we look at possibly getting a... if we go across... Just look at buying just a normal square baler. We just haven't used a small one. I like it, you know, like I do with a little harvester, but we just haven't used it. And have I actually installed... Oh, right, yeah. So we've got that rotor, that's the one we've currently got. But there is a square baler. There it is. The Chrome Big Pack or the John Deere 690. I absolutely love those square balers, and they're really cheap compared to all the others that you literally need to sell all your organs for just to be able to buy. A bit much, a bit pricey. Still, it does the job. I'll take the small ones. But as it stands, I'll just make a, like I say, about 5 or 6 bales just to have on hand, because you'll have to let me know in the comments, should we look next season starting to look into the possibility of getting some cows. Terrain difference there and there. But like I said, let me know in the comments, should we look at getting some cows at the start of next season. And I know it's going to possibly take around about a season for it to start being profitable. That's why you have to let me know in the comments, should we start doing it now? Should we wait until near the end of winter to buy some cows? So let me know in the comments. Like I say, what happens on this farm is dictated, done, said by the comments, by you. So let's get some of these bales. Like I said, I am only looking at around about 5 or 6 bales, but with the amount of straw in here, I don't know. Because we're definitely going to be needing the loose straw, just in case. So there we go, there's one bale. Definitely do with the anti-roll mod for bales on console. Because I can guarantee 9 times out of 10, the only reason people use square bales when you're on a really beautiful map with rolling fields is because the bales just like to make a run for it down the field, the slightest little slope, and they're off. Or I do anyway. But around there, we generally tend to use round bales. I've not seen any square balers around there where I live. I did have a comment, I'm sorry if I forget your name, but it was in a fair few episodes back now saying that you live near a John Deere dealership. You know, I'm jealous. The one I live near is deals in Beacon, Burnland. There's a lot of government stuff there, and they have the odd John Deere tractor and you know, other little pieces of equipment, but I think they just belong to other farmers really, and they're just there just to be fixed. So how many bales have I done so far? There's one there, one here. That's 3 more bales, and I think that will be enough. Yeah, definitely a lot of straw. Are you really struggling up here with pulling the baler? 200 horsepower tractor, what you doing? And I really do love the collection, the width. I was going to say the width of the collection on this baler, if it can pick up that piece of stuff. There we go, good baler. I really do like the whip collection of this baler, especially the Chrome Big Pack and the John Deere one, the cheap ones, for like 12,000. The whip collection on those is absolutely brilliant. You know, if I could, I'd always have that one on every single Let's Play I do, but I do try to have a variety of equipment in the Let's Plays that I do. Right, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more bales, and that should be enough. So, Mr. P, keep an eye on how many bales you make. There we go. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh. There we go. One more bale. Oh, and it's off. Will it stop? I don't know. Anyway, let's crack on. One more bale. Then what I'll do is I'll get the loading wagon connected back up. Get all this collected. Because I am going to have to get some lime on this field. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to have enough to get this field done. It is a pretty big field. If need be, we will have to buy some more lime. But I am looking at the possibility of possibly buying a lime station for the farm. You have to let me know in the comments. Is it going to be worth us buying a lime station for the farm? Because there is... Where is it? I think it's in miscellaneous. To go across. There we are. Lime station. It is 30,000. It's going to cost us $5 a day, which is very expensive considering. Let's get this baler turned off now. I think that is enough bales. If we go across to this one. In this session, we've made 6 bales. That's enough for me. Let's just cut through this hedge because I own the hedge and there's already a gap here. Let's use it. So, I'll see you all in a little while over at possibly this field when we collect the bales with our bale collector, and we'll get those put in storage, and then that will be the end of the episode, because I want to know your input on what we do next. And I'm just hoping that grass does have time to dry. Possibly tomorrow morning we'll get out and check, because there's no point in me using this because it just doesn't tell me whilst it's loose on the floor. It just goes by what's on the actual field. So Just hope that does dry in time. Be nice to get some more hay. Preferably get it loose. Needs to be, we could always make a couple of more bales. Built is what it is, so I'll see you all in a little while over at the field. We'll collect the bales and get them put in storage. So I am back, and believe it or not, I actually managed to get 4 more loads in the loading wagon. So that is an extra 80,000 litres of straw and about just 300 more, which was definitely a big shock to me. I definitely wasn't expecting 4 more loads with the loading wagon of straw. Definitely took me by surprise, but as you can see now, we are in our beautiful little Massey, going over Port by Yard tractors down here. There we go. And we're going to go pick up these 6 straw bales that we have. We'll get them put away, and then that will be the end of this episode. If I can, there we go. I was going to say if I can open this up. There we go. I'm sure this loading wagon's fast. Okay, well when you let me drive then, that was kind of weird. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, loader. Grab these 4 just over here. Before you slide down everywhere. Are you rolling? You're not, but you'll probably end up rolling if I knock you wrong. I'm sure this loading, this bale loader is faster than the in-game version. This is the modded version that I am using. I'm sure it's faster at loading. Grab that. There we go. Then grab this one. There we are. Right, so that is all the bales done. All the straw swapped off of the field, which is fantastic. Definitely glad that I was able to get this field harvested. It definitely needed to be done. All that is left now for this season is to be able to get our soybean field 80 harvested, and that will be all of our fields done. We'll get them all prepped and ready for the start of next season. We're not going to have time now to get anything else in the ground. That's why we're just now prepping ready, and that's looking like it could be ready. Oh, come on Massey, don't let me down. But we'll have to try that in the next episode to see how that goes. So before the next episode, I will get the lime spread on field 63. I keep forgetting the number of that one. And actually I'll put the square bale, the round straw bales in over here. I will get the lime spread, as I was saying, over done, and in field 63 that will be done. The only field that will be left that needs lime, if I remember rightly, is 63. But we have that little piece here that we did extend on the 52, but I'm going to wait until the whole field needs doing, rather than just doing that little area. Then when this side needs doing, it's just, you know, it's just going to be a bit of a pain. So I'm not really fussed about that bit right now. The main thing is get before the next episode, I'll get the lime spread on 63. I will have to buy some more lime. I'll have to get that done. And then, of course, we do have field 80 over here. It is ready to harvest, but it's just not dry enough right now, which is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. Yeah. Let me straighten out. There we go. There we are. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, as always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps the videos out. And if you did enjoy it as well, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing. Plus, you get to listen to me have a brain fart and 9 times out of 10 do things wrong. until then, I'll see you all here real soon on the Valley, the old farm.